Wednesday, Northgate and Friends. It's time for the midweek encouragement. And this Sunday at Northgate, we're going to be having a Sunday entitled
Get to know Northgate, or Get to Know Your Church Sunday.
yeah, kind of cliche. But once a year we do this to introduce leaders and vision and what in the world is Northgate doing in Perth, in Lanark County, in Canada.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to share future vision as well as past vision and how God has been so sovereign in bringing about this body.
Yeah, and as we reminisce about the stories, we certainly see that it was God's idea and God's plan, and He's sovereign, because many times I think if it wasn't for Him, we would have run away. Nothing would have worked. We were told many times, why are we planting a church in Perth? We've been called a cult. We've lots of things, but we don't need to get into that. But as we look back, and maybe in your life you're wondering, when God tells you something and it's hard, is this really Him? But we can say and encourage you that He is in control, and there will be fruit if we stick with it.
Where He calls us, He provides for us. And one of the ways that He provided when we first moved is, I was new to Canada, new to the community, so I would take my children to all the kids programs in different churches. And I did hear at times, what are you doing here? Perth doesn't need more churches, or this area doesn't need more churches. But I was just encouraged when I did go to all the kids programming to meet other Christians and to see that the Lord had already established His presence through His people here, and started in my heart to grow a vision more to see us as a church to be able to come alongside the Christian community and bring the Christian community closer together in this area. And so that's for me, one of the stories of God's sovereignty as to why He had us come and why He is keeping us here.
Yeah, it's funny, you think you're going to start and do something great, but we really just joined alongside what God was doing already. And the unity that God's created amongst some of the churches has been absolutely amazing to see God work and bring fruit, and He's so faithful. And when we were here, it's interesting because we heard people come to us and say, we've been praying for many years for something like this. And so God answered the prayer of people. Nothing we did or anyone else did at Northgate, but people prayed and God answered those prayers, and it's bearing fruit for His glory. And again, we just want to encourage you, whatever it is in your life, just keep going, keep being faithful, because God is faithful and God is working and God has a plan, and you will be challenged.
Yeah, but keep stepping forward in faith, trusting that when He leads you in a certain direction, it may not always look exactly like you think it will in the future, but it will always be good. It will always be something that, as you walk in by faith, He will honor your faith.
Yeah, and that's looking back, but we also look forward to all the great things that God has in store. And we really believe that with all our heart, that God is going to work in Lanark County in an incredible way. There's been many words of encouragement and knowledge from all the churches and prophecies that God is going to work. So yeah, if you live in this area, be encouraged that God is working and He will work, and that His church, the whole body of Christ, will grow, because that's what He desires. Be encouraged this week, and we will see you next time on the Midweek Encouragement. Bye-bye.